Hello everybody, I am Sammy with 15 the Dragon Singer here today, and welcome to Pokemon TCG Online Mad Dragon Wednesday, where each and every single Wednesday we take a look at an interesting dragon deck with dragons in it, the dragon typing, and we see if we can maybe win a game or two with it, and see if we can have some fun. And sometimes the decks are competitive or viable, and sometimes they're just kind of fun decks. And this is definitely a more fun deck. It's not very competitive. I really wouldn't recommend taking this into a tournament, other than maybe a league challenge, where you see a bunch of goofy stuff there from time to time. And this deck is White Kyurem. It's my White Kyurem Emboar deck, or as I like to call it, White Inferno, because it's white and Infernal Fandango. So anyway, what is the point of this deck? The main attacker of this deck will be White Kyurem with the Ice Burn attack. For 2 fires of water and the colors, it hits for 150, and discard 2 fire. Your opponent is now burnt. The defending Pokemon is now burned. So, okay, that's not really. It's not a very good attack. Not really, not at all. However, pair with Muscle Bend, you can hit for the magic 170, and if your opponent flips tails, if your opponent gets burned, that is a knockout. You will have 170 damage, and then you can actually get knocked out like that. It's actually pretty cool when you think about it. It's not a horrible concept, to be honest. You know, use White Inferno. Use Infernal Fandango, get some fire onto the White Kyurem, and have fun from there. I'm surprised no one ever really thought of this idea, or has tried to use this idea. But I think the reason for that is it's not a very good concept when you really think about it. I mean, especially in this format, it's hard to get out of these basic Pokemon out real quickly. We used to have Love Ball in the format, it's no longer the format, which kind of stinks. Another thing that kind of stinks about this deck is that, you know, rare candies and Seismitoad just goes no, and that kind of stinks, but oh well. Another supporting attacker in this deck is Delphox. Basically has Keldio's attack. Blaze Ball does 50 plus 20 more for each fire onto it, and Mystical Fire is a really good, very good draw support. Delphox is a very good solid card to have in this deck. And another card we play is Druddigon. Druddigon actually hits for 90, and it does one-shot Dragon League Pokemon in case you for some reason run to a Blastoise deck, or if you're playing this in expanded format, you run into a Raybor deck, or Rayquaza or Rayules. So you're probably not gonna likely use it for that. But it hits for 90, which is gets rid of a lot of weak stuff, and with a Muscle Band hits for 110. I was thinking of using the Baby White Kyurem, but this is actually better, because that, I believe, you flip it it does 80 plus 20 with 40 if you flip heads, and that doesn't really seem too good to me. But oh well. The other card, the items in the decks are, we have 2 switches, because we have a lot of we have a lot of heavy retreat costs in this deck. White Kyurem has heavy retreat costs, and so does Emboar. Delphox doesn't have the cheapest retreat costs in the world either, and Druddigon actually has 1 retreat cost. It's another good thing going for it. 1 retreat cost. It actually is the cheapest retreat cost in the deck. Just want to put that out there. We play Starland Megaphone because Garbados just goes haha. We play Yveltal because we do, just because, like, you know, if we never need to get a Braixen or a Pignite, we can just get that out easily. I don't know if it's worth having a spawn in this deck. I just love the Yveltal. It's a personal favorite of mine. Professor Letter, so we can easily search out our water and our energies. Energy retrieval. We don't run superior energy retrieval because it only discards 2 energy instead of 3 or 4, so we can just usually just get that out. Now, what about what's a face? What's about Seismitoad? It shuts off our energy retrieval abilities, items, and stuff like that. Well, we have Blacksmith. In case like we have Garbodor, so our opponent plays playing Garbodor, we can Blacksmith just easily gets us our 2 fire we need just to get knockouts. That's really good. That's what we use it for. Maybe this would actually be worth having 2 spots in this deck, having a 2/2 line, but I think 3/1 is what I like right now. Let's see, 2 Switch, 3 Ultra Ball, 2 VS Seeker. We have 2 Colress in this deck, 4 N, Forge, Sycamore, you know, standard draw support line. 1 Lysander, would like to have a second, but you know, that spot kind of went towards the Blacksmith. We play 3 Fan Club. This spot is usually reserved for the Fan Club, Skylas, and Karinas, depending on the deck, but for this deck we're using Fan Club. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. It's nice to get a simple Tepig and a Finnegan out, maybe one of each, maybe 2 of each, 2 of one, maybe one of a baby basic Pokemon, and maybe a white Kyurem if we need it. Just that's the idea right there. Let's see. I think we covered everything. 8 water, 2 water, 8 fire. Basically, did what I would do for a Blastoise Black Kyurem deck. This is kind of what I was basing it loosely off of, and I was also loosely basing this deck off of Boy. So, yeah. Yeah, I think this is a very solid build for this deck, if you were going to build this deck. I don't know if you should play it. Maybe there's a few things you could do, like maybe play Reshiram in the deck instead, or maybe you could just take out the dragons in general and play like Reshiram or Charizard instead. You could play. This actually probably be more competitive and more viable if you play Charizard instead. Maybe Keldeo in the Russian Retreat. But this is Mad Dragon Wednesday, darn it. And for those who are wondering about Mad Dragon Tuesday, yes, this is the official date of changing. This is official. The title of this video should be called Mad Dragon Wednesday. And it's a new playlist, new everything. It's a new year. And yeah, Mad Dragon Wednesday, this is called. I know this is like a deck that you probably could have built like 1 or 2 formats ago. But I'm building it now because I just have the time to do so. And I just kind of don't have cards to build some of the newer stuff I want to make. So, save deck. I call it White Inferno because I can. I kind of like the name. Deck box. Where is it? There's that. There it is. I'm using our deck box and using your plate sleeves. Save. White Inferno. Let's play it. As I said, this is just a fun deck, so I don't really recommend playing this in like anything other than a league challenge. Maybe a cities. Maybe you could like mess it up a little bit and make it a little bit more competitive, because this is just my rough idea of playing it. But you know, the goal of this deck is just to have fun, pure and simple. We're just gonna have fun, darn it. We're gonna have fun. The opponent's playing a lightning, a dark, and a steel. So I would assume this would be a Mega Manectric Yveltal deck with a Jirachi in it. That's what I'm going to assume. I just keep not drawing into my Pokemon. That's kind of funny. I'm going to start with Druddigon. Maybe you should play the other Tepig instead, because this Tepig has a 2 retreat cost and another one has 1. But this, I just like the Tepig. I just like how cute it is. Don't judge me. I'm gonna probably my opponent doesn't play any water Pokemon in the deck from what I saw, so I think it'd be okay. It'd be a safe bet to assume that my opponent does not play anything along the lines of a Toad, and that actually makes me happy. I don't have to worry about stupid Seismitoad. And I'm kind of debating where I put this energy on. Probably, I'm just gonna start building up the white Kyurem on the bench, and I'm gonna pass. I have actually a very good start. I have N in my hand, and I also have Rare Candy, Emboar, so I can just immediately, next turn, do that if my opponent does not end me. My opponent has N or like another supporter. It's actually very weird what my opponent would do. On one hand, my opponent may go, you know what, I don't want to end my opponent because he didn't really seem to have too much of a supporter. And I'm in the same position too right now. Do I end my opponent or do I Colors for 5? I don't think it'd be much of a disadvantage for me just to Colors for 5 here, but I don't know. Kind of debating whether or not to use this switch, but I think just a Colors for 5 should be fine. Especially since I got a Delphox, Rare Candy Delphox. This is actually a very good start for me. You're not going to get a start like this all the freaking time. Just let you know right now. And I'm not drawing against my energies. It would be really nice if I could get a switch, some energies, some stuff like that. No. Nothing like that. Opponent's gonna Sycamore away the energy. Actually, he just got this just so he could do that. That's what I probably think he did, which was actually a good play on his part. Opponent gets the Mega. My opponent will really one-shot me, and I'm fine with that. That Judagon's main job was just to sit there and soak. He's a damage soaker. That's his job, and he did his job very well. My opponent just uses the tool retriever because he's pretty sure that I do not play anything along the lines of something along the lines of you know what I mean. Yeah, he's probably assuming that I don't play any Team Flare tools, and that's actually a very good assumption. It truly is. Do I mind discarding all this stuff in the way of my hand? I kinda do, actually. I don't want to discard some stuff needlessly. I'm gonna keep the Braxton. Actually, I prized the thing, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Gonna Colors. Gonna keep the Emboar. Colors for 7. Hope I get into something else. Didn't though. I'm gonna discard this Fan Club and the Emboar for I don't know what I'm getting. Maybe a Tepig. Yeah, another Tepig would not be horrible. Mystical Fire. Maybe get a Water. No water. That actually kind of stinks. Interesting. It really wouldn't matter too much anyway because my opponent, I can't one-shot this thing as it is. If I get a Muscle Band, a Water Energy, maybe. Another thing you might want to do is put the energy count up a little higher. This deck is not fully tested, but this is actually a pretty good start for the deck. Opponent gets rid of a switch and a dowsing machine. Now what you should have done is you should have dowsing machine away the Sycamore and the VS Seeker for the Sycamore. Yeah, you should have dowsing machine the switch and the VS Seeker for the Sycamore. Be like, or better yet, get rid of that stuff so you can get back to the VS Seeker you just discarded, and then get the Sycamore for style points. Opponent gets another Mega in play, and I feel like my opponent's main attacker for this deck would probably be, against me, the Mega Manectric. That's what I'm going to assume. My opponent hits me for 110. Hopefully I draw into water or something. I don't. Kind of in a weird position. Infernal Fandango, Fire Energy onto there. Delphox for 1. I didn't get anything. I really did not get anything off of that. That kind of stinks for me. I don't want to discard the sand. I think what I'm going to do here is just Lysander up the Darkrai and Dragon Stream for 60. I don't have any fire in this card pile, so it does not matter. Yeah, I really think you should probably play another water. I only played... Oh, no, he does play the Team Flare tools. Which one is it? It's the Headringer, so it makes me have to put more energy onto this stupid thing than I had to. Well, that stinks. And my opponent max potions. What a turd. Hope you don't draw into that energy. He does draw into the energy. I'm not surprised he plays max potion. Energy switch as well to the Yveltal. I had a good start, but me not getting any water energy, him playing a Mega, truly does not bode well for me. I thankfully do get an N. That actually does help, because now I can play Spoil Sport to my opponent. Hopefully I finally draw into my water energy. And him down to 3. Get rid of those tools. What do I Ultra Ball away here? An N and an N? I just don't get it. VSC, no, Mystical Fire for another. Wow. This is actually really freaking hurting me. Maybe I should play another white Kyurem, I think. That should be the best. Maybe I should play more water energy. I think this deck is not a horrible idea when you think about it, but my opponent just kind of screwing with me. Dang. If I flipped heads, that actually would have been somewhat decent, honestly. But I'm not drawing into my water energy. I should have checked to see if I had water energy in the deck, but I don't think I do at this point, honestly. I would not be surprised if I don't. Hits me for 180. Yeah, you guys gotta look at the concept. It's not a bad concept, to be honest. I just cannot draw into my energy for the life of me. I'm gonna end to 1, though I don't think it really matters at this point. Finally get my... What the hell? Oh. Cannot find them all game. I'm just gonna have to forfeit here, you know. I just lose no matter what. If I put energy onto the Delphox, it really would not matter. He would just knock me out of the game. That's fine. Oh well. I had a really good start, but the problem was I could not find water energy, and he's playing Mega Manectric. And that Team Flare did hurt me a little bit, but me not drawing into my energy all freaking game when I did not prize a single water energy, and I played it, and I didn't play the Professor's Letter. You know, all 3 of those things were in my deck. Yet I didn't draw a single one of them until like the end of the game. That's dumb. That truly is dumb. But oh well. I hope you guys got a good idea of the deck. I hope you guys make maybe slightly better version of the deck. I hope you guys liked today's video. See you guys. Please like, subscribe if this is your first time watching my stuff, and hopefully I shall see you guys next time.